for the cross-country purists, round 2 of XCR'10 takes us to Gippsland for the Lardner Park Cross Country. With racing over 4 distances, this week's round of XCR'10 also doubles as the Victorian Country Cross Country Championships. The first race on the afternoon program was the men's and women's under 14 2-kilometre cross country. First across the line in the under 14 men's race was Mornington Peninsula's Troy McGill. Close behind in second place was Geelong Region's Isaac Hockey, who took the Victorian Country Cross Country Championship, with clubmate Jack Stecklenburg crossing third. Knox's Bree Warren took out the under 14 women's race, closely followed by Athletics Essendon's Lauren Connell, with Lee Rue of Coburg crossing third. Next out on course were the under 18 and under 20 men tackling the 4-kilometre course. Accelerating over the back section, Ballarat YCW's Aaron Green crossed the line first to take out the Victorian Country Cross Country title. Clubmate Alex Davis was second, with Diamond Valley's Simon Carey placing third. Freshly returned from the ISF World Schools Cross Country, Sam Quirk took the win for South Coast in the under 18 men's race, with Frankston's Cameron Smith crossing second, with Malvern's Lee Bruton third. Next to tackle the rolling hills of Lardner Park were the under 16 men, under 16, under 18 and under 20 women tackling the 3-kilometre course.
It's still mid, go with them, come on.
Taking line honours in the under 16 men's event was Croydon's Zach Patterson, with Knox's Luke Percy second, with Stu McSween from Eureka third, also taking out the Victorian Country Cross Country title. In the under 16 women's event, Sam Prime took line honours, was also the fastest woman across the 3-kilometre course, with Western Athletics' Courtney Scott second, with Ryden's Courtney Powell crossing third. Geelong Region's Claudia Verstraeten took the under 16 women's Victorian Country Cross Country title. It was Amy Cashin from Western Athletics that took line honours in the women's under 18. Second place went to Lyra Meehan from Ballarat YCW, with Wellington's Jackie Hellam crossing third. In the under 20 women's event, it was Athletics Essendon's Jamie Vernon that took line honours, with Keilor St Bernard's Steph Condagonis crossing second, with Frankston's Francis Tucker third. With 8 kilometres of racing ahead of them, next on the start line was the men's open race. With the absence of last year's leading duo, Clint Perrott and Durayoa, the field was right open in the men's race. After settling into their stride, it was Knox duo Ben Toomey and Sam Crowther that went to the front, leading the men's field through 2 kilometres. Tucked in behind was Glen Huntly's Toby Raynor, with Steve Kelly from Box Hill, Yared Temeskin from South Melbourne, Kane Willie and Brenton Rowe not too far off the pace. Finding good speed through the hilly back section of the course, Toby Raynor went to the lead, with Kane Willie from Knox and Yared Temeskin from South Melbourne giving chase. Continuing to extend his advantage, Toby Raynor would cross first for the Glen Huntly club. With Steve Kelly from Box Hill and a fast finishing Luke Hennessy from Glen Huntly rounding out the minor placings. Geelong Region's Scott Rantall would cross fourth and take out the Victorian Country Cross Country men's title.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the hills, so I find I'm a bit stronger over the hilly courses, so it's definitely, you're right, it is one of the toughest courses on the cross-country calendar, but it's good to have a true cross-country race. It can get a bit tiresome running around some of the parks that have been a bit too groomed, so good to get over here on the tougher courses.
And the Knox boys weren't afraid to set a cracking pace early. You're happy just to set in and start to work your way through the field in the hill sections?
Well, yeah, that was sort of the plan, but the plan was to actually go a lot later, but I found it was I was liking the pace, and I just thought I'd go a bit on the first lap and see what happens, so yeah.
Yeah, definitely not my favourite sort of racing, training for marathon, so I didn't think I'd have the speed to keep up with the young guys, and I just sort of tried to work my way through, so happy with it considering how tough the course is. The pace was cracking hot for the first first lap anyway, so that's where I struggled.
And was it much of a technical course?
Well, even with I've only got light spikes on, but yeah, I was slipping all over the place, so definitely surprised on how slippery the course is. And there's a couple of trenches you've got to jump that are about 5 feet across, so that makes it tough running.
The final event on the afternoon program will be the women's open race over 4 kilometres.
On your marks.
Moving to the front early and quickly asserting her dominance, Kaila McKnight from Knox led the field through halfway, with Beijing Olympic steeplechase Victoria Mitchell from Eureka and Knox's Christy McCarthy giving chase. Stretching her advantage and proving too strong for her rivals, Kaila McKnight would bolt to the line to take the win in the women's open race, with Eureka's Victoria Mitchell finishing strongly into second place, also taking out the Victorian Country Women's Cross Country crown, with Knox's Christy McCarthy rounding out the podium.
Yeah, still a really good result. It was tough. There's some big ditches out the back, but yeah, it was okay. I love coming down the hill into the end, so that was similar to Gels and makes it a little bit easier.
And you went off the front quite early and set the pace yourself. Was that something that you planned to do?
Yeah, I have really not a lot of idea when it comes to cross country, and I just took it easy up the first hill and then just gauged off them. I think I felt pretty good and pretty comfortable, and being 4K, the shorter the better really for me, so I thought I could make it home. Victoria, we missed you at XCR'10 last year and your second race of this season, and a strong result for you.
Yeah, I'm really happy with where I'm at the moment because, yeah, as you say, I've missed a few seasons and I'm using the cross country to get back into it, get back fit after a few injuries, so it's the beginning of something good.
Did you have any particular plans going into today? Was it a tempo run or really going to try and put it out there?
I was just going to try to race as hard as I can, and that's a good training effect in itself. And I really love this course. It's one of my favourites because it's got the panel. So I had a little bit of steeple there. So yeah, everything's fabulous.
Is it something you can prepare for, or is it you just got to take it as it comes on race day?
I say take it as it comes. I mean, I train in the country anyway, so I'm used to a few ditches and hills on grass. So yeah, it suits me and I love it.
And that's a wrap from the rolling hills of Lardner Park. For Asphic TV, this is Tom Nixon.